Missed the last two lives. I'm here this time. Hey, how you going, Stefan? Hey, great to have you back. Yeah. Last we were actually just talking the other day. We didn't see you on any of our lives. Hope everything's been going well. Um, um, yeah. So it's basically last couple of lives I was just switching in bits and pieces like that. So. Not so much building has been happening on the layout, obviously. There is absolutely still no motivation to build anything just yet. So I've been in this house just over 1 month now, and I've got another 5 months or 6 months to go until I get to move into my permanent house. So the motivation for building actual scenery is not really there, but I have built where is it? Another KP wagon. So where is it? There it is. And as explained last time, I built a silver one. I think one of my last lives, someone said, when you build a new wagon, build a silver one. I've still got to paint the chains. But yeah, so that is the latest wagon on the layout. So yeah, I managed to build that. And we got 7 of us on there. Hey everyone, hey, welcome to my live. So that there, and I just made up a car card for it the other day. So I've been switching around with that. This morning I had to fix up one of my LC wagons. The wheels were out of gauge. I should probably turn you a little bit so you can see the layout a bit better. One of my LC wagons, the wheels had gone out of gauge, so I had to fix that this morning, and yeah, it came along really, really well actually. And I think I've got another. I got a couple of bad order cars here. That I've got to fix a ZA and an XA. ZA, bad order, stage track in Alexandra doesn't exist anymore, need new waybill. That's right, because I changed the track layout over in Alexandra, and the track that this car was destined for doesn't exist anymore, so I got to rewrite a waybill for that. And what's wrong with the XA? Coupler swing jams up, needs releasing. That's right. I got to put a new coupler spring in the XA. It would swing one way and return centre, but it would swing the other way and not return to centre. So a couple of little bits and pieces I need to fix up. So yeah, and what was I doing? Where was I? I was over in Alexandra. Actually, I'm going to bring a locomotive. I'm going to bring it back over. I should probably turn you around. So I got my ring light there. We're at 33, 32. We're going to bring this back around over to Clyde. I'm switching with that this morning. You should see it shortly. Wherever it is. So what's everyone up to? How's their weekend going? Sorry if I made you dizzy then. That disconnected, then reconnected. What was I doing? So hopefully everyone's had a great weekend. It's been, I worked yesterday and it's been raining a lot here in Perth, so haven't really sort of been able to do much. 42, 45, 642, 2085. I'm just sorting out the next cars that are supposed to come out. Yeah, so 2142, 3263. Oh yeah. I think 3263 was an off spot. Remarkable Wines, Alexandra Stage Track, 3263. So why is it sitting over here? Anyway, that's got to go back to Alexandra. That's the bad order one. Welcome the other fellas that have just joined us. We got. Damn. 1, 2, and an NC. That one, and an NC. Okay, so I got a couple of wagons in here I've got to pick up. Some from Humes. Stefan's still building models off to Inver's and Dunedin tomorrow with a mate as he's picking up a boat and then home again Tuesday. Inver's, Invercargill and Dunedin tomorrow. So he's picking up a boat. Oh, okay. That'd be a good little road trip. That'd be a nice little trip. I can't wait to get back to New Zealand. I mean, it's I miss New Zealand there. But it'd be good to get back in. The weather that we've got here in Australia is almost like Invercargill weather at the moment. And we're supposed to have big storms coming in later today, so we'll see. We're going into here, we're going to pick these. Hopefully everyone can see properly. Actually, there's going to be some switching out here, so. Yeah. Now, leave that one, 42, 45's got to come, uncouple that one. I told my brother I was going live, but he's not on here at the moment, I don't think. Hey Stefan, is it all blurry or fuzzy, or is it okay? Let me know. This one, we're leaving the NC and the ZA. I just got a notification then saying I'm live on YouTube. Let's stop. No, the NC's coming. Central Freight, that's got to go. Oh, yeah, okay. Uncoupled that one, the NC needs to go to there. 642. It's good and close, but halfway up the screen it blues out. Ah, okay. I don't know if that's to do with the light or what's going on there. I'm not too big on the old settings on this. Okay, right. Yeah, I'll probably start playing around with settings and I'll probably delete the whole live. Lighting, create, highlight, retouch. Highlight, no, retouch off. Oh no, what have I done? Retouch on. Oh, I'm not too sure. I'm sorry, really sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. I'm looking at it on my screen. It's all a little bit blurry now. And if I hit that one, so touchy, retouch. See how that goes. I'm not too sure. I'm trying to look at it through. Yeah, I see what you mean, Stefan. That one. I've got to go get that ZA, which is all the way down the end. Oh, sorry guys. I went to go move the camera but forgot I had it plugged in because I'm still charging the phone. Give me 2 seconds. A little bit hard with the trying to do this with sort of one hand on the throttle and try and make it interesting for you guys. There we go, we're at 6 on now. Hey, welcome everyone, welcome to the live. Just a bit of a switching going on here. Where are we? I've got one of those ring lights sort of behind. It's sort of lighting up bits and pieces. Oh shit. I was too busy moving the ring light that I went straight into those wagons. So that happens when you don't pay attention. We got all the way down the end of the yard. I'm going to get this ZA over here. I got 4 likes already. Wow. Thanks guys. 4 likes. That's pretty cool. Hey, also I got confirmation as well. I doubt if it can be cleared up in phones. No, I don't think so either. No, I'm really sorry about that, guys. I'm trying, but cheers, Stefan. Thanks, man. Thanks, I appreciate that. Now I finally got confirmation that my workmate is has been given the all clear to move in with me. But unfortunately, sorry, I'm going to go out of. I really want you guys to see what I'm doing. So, unfortunately, where he's staying now, he's got to give a month's notice. So, looks like I'm going to be by myself for another month. Before I can get someone in and talk to, apart from just talking to these 4 walls. So I'm really happy about that. You bought an AB? Ha! Lucky. Whereabouts did you buy that from? Then that'll keep you busy. Oh, by the way, here's my silver ZP KP I was talking about before. Then that wouldn't have been cheap either, the AB. Well, not that anything's really cheap anymore in this hobby, but tell you what I'll do. Just for added interest, instead of pushing this all the way down the back of the yard where it's supposed to go, I'll go and connect back onto the ZA, bring that out, and I'll use the ZA to push it down, just so you guys can actually see the train closer to the screen rather than out of shot all the time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my roommate, well, my housemate moving in. They'll definitely help out with the rent situation and that anyway. Another modeler message to ask if it was interested, and I said, yep, 560 with it. Damn, that's good. That's something going on with my light there, it's flickering. Brightness. Yeah. Hey, that's cheaper than my DSC. My DSC was. A couple under there. I'd love to have a go at an AB kit, to be honest. I'll build it and sell it. Oh yeah. Wonder how much it would, how much shipping it would to come to Australia. I wouldn't, well, the way that the post takes care of stuff nowadays, I wouldn't trust them with a Model AB. It would have to be packaged really well. Hey Brad, did you get my message before? Sorry, I messaged you before and said I was live. It's good to have you on here, Brad. We're going to push these all the way down. I'll stop there for a second. Just bear with me while I move this light again. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry. Yep, just got the message, Brad. I literally messaged you when I was going live there. Normally packed in bubble wrap in a tight box, in bubble wrap box, and then stick another box floating in more bubble wrap, like a babushka, packed inside of a package. Yeah, definitely. When Brad sent these DJs over, it was done like that. It was tissue paper. It was all packed in with tissue paper, and then bubble wrap and tissue paper and bubble wrap, and it was inside a box, inside of another box. So exactly the same. The only issue I did was the cowlings on the front and the back were a little bit bent in, but apart from that, they got sent all the way from Dunedin to Perth with no dramas. So quite happy about that. I'm going to get rid of this KP, the silver KP at the end. Hey Stefan, you'll have to do a build log. Maybe do like a build video or something. And because there's literally nothing out there in NZR of locomotive builds or anything like that. And that's why I did that video on my channel about building the two LCs, because there's nothing out there for the modeler that does NZR. And that was another reason why I wanted to do NZR S scale 1/64th, because it's something that is not done a lot of. I mean, it's done a lot of, but not on YouTube form or stuff like that. So that's what sort of opted me to do this. I've had rolling stock ball of tray arrive here back in kit form. I've had rolling stock ball off tray me arrive here back in kit. It was packaged, built up, but it arrived kit form. Oh, you never know, Stefan. I mean, when I started this, I didn't think I'd have much of a following when I started building this, but you'd be surprised. It is a bit of a pain, like when you're building something and you're filming for YouTube or something like that, because every step you have to do has to be videoed, and then you've got to go back, obviously, and the editing stage, you've got to go back and you edit things, and sometimes I watch things like 10 times over to make sure I've got it right, I've got the cut right. It takes a bit of time and patience, but it's definitely worth it, because for the viewer out there, it's interesting for the viewer, and if they're not going to like what you're watching, it definitely makes it worth it. What was I doing? Paperwork. ZA, LC, NC, 2 to 3. 3, 4. ZA. That was the one that needed to go to. Yeah, that was the one that was nasty. That's going to be an off spot at Remarkable Wines. I've got an off spot card here somewhere. There we go. Where's my other one? Hang on, I've got another one that's an off spot. 4601, that's not an off spot no more. So that's ZA is off spot. That's going to go to the winery. Right, I think we got ourselves sorted. That ZA is going to the winery. So what I'll do is I'm going to push these around actually. Actually, no, I'm going to switch them because it's interesting for you guys. I need to get that ZA in front of this NC, so we are going to switch it. I'll do a video on the next build as it's a little 009 Loco kit. It's probably 50 years old. Oh yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, the old kits, the kits that haven't been built for years, they're always interesting. So just going to make it interesting for you, as I take the train out of shot. And I can just hear it starting to rain again, so yeah. About there will do. Oh, look at that, 6 likes, dang. I've got a job coming up for work, and it unfortunately involves me leaving I'll be gone for 3 weeks, and then I come back for a week, and then I go back for another 3 weeks. So it'll be a little portion of time where I won't be here, but it's only for a little while. And that's not happening until August. Probably a couple more weeks away. Maybe. Ah. Sorry to hear about that, Brad. Brad's a little bit crook at the moment. He's a bit sick, so hopefully it's nothing too bad. I'm going to stack this in front of the NC, and then I'll run round them and push this ZA. Actually, I'm going to pull this whole lot out. I'm going to put this on the other track. I'm going to set this on that next track there. So. Is it that bloody flu? Yeah. I had the flu about a week or so ago, and just as I was getting better, I got sick again. So, and I've just sort of gotten over it, but it's definitely going around, that's for sure. I need to that one. Oh, no, a little bit more. Right there. A couple there. I'm just going to quickly, don't mind me, I'm just going to quickly run and grab a drink. I'll be right back. Stay there. What a miserable day. Hey. What a miserable rainy day. Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just went and grabbed a drink. Right, let's continue. I don't have any beer in the house, otherwise I'll be having a beer. I usually have a beer with you guys when I do this. It's a cracker day here on the West Coast. Well, I think we've got the West Coast weather now. We're all the way down there. All right, let's bring it back. And we need to couple on here. Okay. Now I've got to push these wagons all the way around. You can keep it over there, Scott. We don't need any more rain. Oh, I'll tell you what, it's been raining for bloody on 3 weeks now over here. It's a bit beyond a joke. Definitely. I need to take, it's not an off spot. That one's going to be picked up. Those ones are, no, they've been set out. Why have I got them in the pickup pile? Anyway, they're set out. LC KP 1899. And KS. Pardon me. Need to pick up that and NC 624 KS. Sorry, I'm just going through paperwork here. I'll be with you in a second. That's 2 to 3. That's got to be taken back to Clyde. Right, we got our job sorted. I'll get my phone in a. Well, let's just get going anyway. So I'm going to swap out this ZA with the KS over at the Remarkable Wines. So let's get that done first. And if I can, we got 6 people. Hey, welcome everyone else that's just joined in. Welcome along. Just a little bit of switching going on today. Switching Remarkable Wines. And that will probably do. Couple that there. When I built this lad, I've got a crane. This gantry crane here. Didn't put too much thought into it because I've got to come over here to couple and uncouple the wagons, which means I sort of got to put my arm, sort of around the crane and bits and pieces. But anyway, it's something I can live with, I suppose. Where are we? And alright, keep that. And let's pull these out. I like this part of the layout. This is one of my favourite parts of the layout so far. Temporarily sit that case in there. Uncouple. And then going over to for a small layout, it actually gives you, quite a lot of switching opportunities. Just for a point to point. Get those in there. A few bits and pieces too I want to do with this layout when I move into the new house. Operations wise, because the layout's going to go into a garage, there's going to be a little bit more space, so there'll be some sort of an addition going on, but I can't really plan anything until I actually get the dimensions of the garage, like I don't know how big the garage is or anything, so there'll be some sort of addition going on, and I'll be definitely videoing that. I can finally get this layout put into a house, like into my house, where I don't have to worry about having to rip it down if something goes wrong, I have to rip it down and move it if my life gets turned upside down again, so it's about time the Central Otago Railway had its own house. It's about time it had its own permanent area. Oh, sorry, Stefan, I was reading your comment and I bashed into that wagon. Are you buying this, Scott? No, Stefan, the house is already mine. I bought it about 11 years ago, and I've just had it rented out. And I've actually got 3 houses, and they're all rented out. So basically what I did is I bought 3 houses, they're all rented out, and I went and I moved in with my my girlfriend at the time. And anyway, that all came to an end, so of course I had to move out, and I am going to be moving into one of my houses, but I can't just yet because the tenants that are in there, their lease doesn't expire until just after Christmas, so that's why I'm renting a house out now temporarily until their lease runs out and I can move in, the tenants that are in there now, when their lease runs out, they're actually building a house as well. So when they move out of the house, they're going to move into their own house. Bit of a long story, but it's just sort of what what's had to happen. It's good that you still have a base. Yeah, that's right, Stefan. I mean, you look at some other people, they've got, they don't. When this sort of thing happens, they don't have a car, they don't have a house, they don't have. I think I've got to count myself lucky in a way, I suppose. I mean, unlucky because I lost, obviously, the love of my life, but lucky in a way that I've got a job, I've got a car, and I've got a house. So I sort of got to think on that. I sort of feel a little bit selfish when I say, oh, poor me, I don't have this or this. There's a lot of people out there that are worse off than me, and but I wouldn't like to wish it on anyone. So it's basically get in there. This layout will go into a garage. I've got a big double garage there, and we'll see if we can get some extensions going on in that. Yeah, hey, look, Stefan, I remember that. Basically, it was. Hey, the house, Stefan, the house that I got kicked out of was it was a new build, and when my partner was building the house, she got a room dedicated for a train room, and she said, "That's your hobby room, that's your train room," sort of thing. So I lost the train room as well, and obviously, yeah, two gorgeous little dogs as well. So yeah, um, it's pretty. Yeah, I don't want to go through that again. I mean, once bitten, twice shy, and as long as I stand here, I'm never going to be moving in with anyone else. From now on, I ever find if anyone out there is stupid enough to get into a relationship with me, and they're going to be moving in with me. I'm not giving up. I'm over ripping up my life and moving it around. So yeah, that's where we are with that. Now everything's stopped because we were chatting here. So that's basically where I'm going to from now on in my life, and that's what's going to be happening. And I've got to bring this KP all the way back over to Clyde. So we're sitting there chatting. I've got 8 people on here just watching a locomotive, just sitting there doing nothing. So let's get some switching going. We'll head back over to Clyde. And I will move the camera around again. The locomotive will be in shot shortly. And it's still raining outside. It's absolutely bucketing down, actually, to be honest. Surprise, surprise. Nathan Clements. Hey, Nathan, how you going, mate? Welcome. Welcome along. What have you been getting up to, Nathan? Getting up to much? Hope you had a good weekend. Stop there. That wagon is got to go to. I found the best way to get over someone was to jump onto someone else. A week after I kicked out my own home, I jumped on Tinder and moved on, but ha! Exactly what I did. I went to a model show yesterday. Oh, nice. I think I seen one. There was a model show advertised somewhere. I can't remember. It come up on my Facebook anyway. I can't remember what show it was. Now I've lost my paperwork for this consist. KS4601. It's got to set out. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. KP 1885. They're not even here. Where was KP 1885? Oh, that's that one. KS 4151. No. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my wagons. 4151. That's it. Yep. That's already set out. 3947. That's already set out. That's on hold. That's on hold. 4151 I've got to pick up. The Mount Eden Model Fair was good. Oh, okay. Mount Eden Model Fair. Nice. 41. These ones set out NC, ZA. Okay, while I was chatting, I've managed to mess up my paperwork, but we're getting there. 4601. The Clyde stage track 624 needs to go to Alexandra with LC 4245. These 3, okay. These 3 need to get set out. MCP, they're already set out. It was mostly stalls. 3'6" models had a stall. There were 2 lads. 3'6". They're quite good, the 3'6". And my DSB sitting over here awaiting DCC is 3'6" models. Resin print, nice too. ZA3263 is not an off spot, and I've just placed that. So that's been set out. It's already been set out. 642, 624, 642. Off spot doesn't need to be there. 642. What did I do with that? LC 42, 45. 42, 45. And then these two here are going to be set out. 4601. Sorry guys, 4601 needs to be set out over here. 624, which is that one, needs to be picked up. Okay, I think I got sorted. I think we're sorted, everyone. Seems like always model stuff happening also. I think I remember living in New Zealand, there wasn't too many models, mind you, that was almost 20 years ago, but there wasn't too many model train stuff. I completely forgot. Nah. Uncouple here. That. And oh look, the rain stopped. Give it about an hour, it'll start up again. We're going to get this KS wagon and it's got to go down the end. So instead of just getting on behind it and just pushing it, I'm going to switch it here, just give you guys something to watch. I'm going to put this one on the end of here and then push them down. That's the plan anyway. I've done this whole switching session, I have not once pushed the momentum button on my controller, so that's good. Now that I've said that, I probably will push it. We'll couple on there. And oh. So far, so good. Here in Perth, we get literally, I think once a year we have like a model railway show, which is pretty sad for the size of the city that we have, you know, like for the size of the place we're at. And model railways is quite big over here because, you know, there's a lot of hobby shops. They sell a lot of model railway stuff. So. We'll uncouple there. Hey, thanks everyone for watching, for tuning in. Good to have you there. And I'm just going to sit this here. Basically doing a manoeuvre like we did last time. Oh, I almost pushed that momentum button. I almost jinxed it. And I'm still going to source some keeper lives for these locomotives, current keepers and that. I've got them at the hobby shop just down the road, but they're like $60. Well, what are they? Yeah, $60 each. So when I get some funds, I can allocate to the hobby. I'm going to be buying a couple of current keepers and stay alives. I watch the Will James channel and keep up with what modellers are doing. Oh, okay. Will James. I haven't in Will James. I might have to have a look at that, to be honest. My brother's got me on watching the What's Neat with Ken Patterson lately, so I've been watching bits of what he's doing. He's pretty good to watch. And the guy from the Evanston sub, he was the Roy Smith's inspired him to do the HO version of the Evanston sub, and he's got a lot of gear. I don't know where they get the money for it. Like a couple of modelers in America, they just go out and they just bulk buy. They get like boxes of rail cars and stuff like that. Money didn't seem to be much of an issue for them over there. I'm going to push this all the way down to this other end of the yard. I tell you what, this rain's going to ruin my afternoon walk. There's a pond, well not a pond, well there's a pond now because it's been raining, but there's a park down the end of my road, and when I get home from work I like to do a couple of laps of that. It sort of keeps my mind busy, but definitely won't be doing that today. Uncouple that there. Actually, where is that going? I need to find where that's going. Actually, I need to get that KP. The pickups. That KS up there and that KP I need to get. Sorry guys, I'll be back towards the camera shortly. Yeah, What's Neat is cool. There's channels. There's some guys are real. Yeah, they definitely are, man. And the size of their layouts, like, absolutely huge. My N-scale layout, the Willow Creek subdivision, that was an N-scale. That was considered quite a large layout. And when I operated it, I would only operate like a certain district or a certain area because it just became a little bit overwhelming. If you had a train that had to go from one side of the room to the other side of the room, it just took a little bit too long, and it just a little bit overwhelming. What I've got, yes, do the good old switcheroo here. Yeah, and I would find myself basically switching out a train or making up a train, and then that would be it. I'd turn the layout off and I'd go do something else, I'd come in the next day and I'd move that train and set up another train, and then I would lose interest because it was just a little bit overwhelming. I had about 17 locomotives, and I had like about 120 something rail cars, but yeah. 4-car garage. Dang. A massive layout would be good to have it as a like a continuous run rather than a point to point like this is. Because I think with a larger layout you could just have the train running around. Otherwise, it would be pretty overwhelming to do switching. Hey, thanks, Nathan. Yeah, that was. I'm not too sure if it was you. I'm not too sure if it was you or Stefan that said next KP I built had to be a silver one. So yeah, I just built that the other day, and yeah, I made it silver. I still got to paint the chains on it. But yeah, because that was said to me the other day, I thought, well, why not? Yes, it was. So you're responsible for that silver KP, Nathan? Yeah, it was quite good actually. I still, obviously, as I said, don't paint the chains on it and stuff, and put the number on it, but it came up really nice. So you guys do have a bit of effect of what happens on my layout. Yeah, definitely. That's why I like these, I don't know if you can see, I've got a fruit van, the white fruit vans and stuff, the XCs and the XAs and that. And definitely with that silver one, I definitely like it with the extra colour. You're right, rather than just the bland red oxides. Go and hook back onto that. KP. Yeah, I was sitting at home and then I was just thinking, you know what, stuff it. I'm going to build a wagon. So I did, and I was on the phone to my brother, I think, the whole time I was building it. I think I was talking to my brother for like 3 hours. A little bit more. Couple onto there. And they're really fun wagons to build. I like building these kits. They're actually really fun to build. Now I've got to run round this to go over and get another KS wagon. It's in there behind the camera there. So I think uncouple there. And no, sorry, stuffed up a little bit there. Are the new kits resin roof? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're resin roof. The KS and the KPs are all they're all resin roofs. And did I push that too far? Oh no. The fruit wagons are resin roofs, and they've got styrene that you've got to shape over the roof. Yeah, all of them. Actually, all of these are all resin roofs. Make sure I've got my turnouts lined up. 7 of us on here. Remember when the roofs were made from the cardboard box it came? Oh, really? That must have been some pretty thick cardboard. Michael Harrison, hey, Welcome, Michael. How you going, man? Thanks for chipping in. Just doing a little bit of switching. I know it's a little bit blurry at the moment, but resin bodies, white metal wonder frames. Yes. So these are all still the KPs, the KSs are all still resin bodies and white metal wonder frames. Sorry, I tell a lie. The KS wagons are actually resin underframes. They are all resin, those KPs, except the sole bars. The sole bars are white metal. Wrong direction. Join the live stream. Hey, cheers, Michael. Thanks, man. Sorry, it's a little bit blurry. I'm just down this end of the yard at the moment, but right. What else have you been up to, Michael? I think the LCs are white metal ends and they're resin sides. So they're pretty good. The LAs are all white metal. Well, the one I built anyway was all white metal. Buy yourself the S-Class sheep wagon. It's a bit of a kit put together as all the masters are brand new. Oh, really? I noticed even with some of the wagons that I got recently, everything's just so well nicely detailed, and you know, the masters obviously got redone. Too busy working to do any work on that. Ha! Yes. I know that sort of feeling there, Michael. On the other way, I've got plenty of time to do work on the layout, but I've just got no motivation to actually build the layout, as it's all sort of just temporary at the moment. I'm just into running trains, but yeah. The S-Class sheep wagon, the S-Class, were they the bogey sheep wagons? I can't remember. I remember the HS. Yep, okay, that's the one. I definitely know what you're talking about. Yep. I never actually put any thought into the sheep wagons. I know Central Otago did a lot of stock, especially Omacow and stuff. So I'm trying to put my hand behind the camera there to couple up to this KS. Right. There we go. I'm out of script at the moment, but I'm coming back into the shop. I wish this rain would stop. Pain in the butt. Sheep and beef is still massive down that way. Oh, okay. I know there's a few sheep farms who's got converted to dairy. They went through a little phase of a lot of dairy conversions and stuff. That's one thing I miss about New Zealand, is the taste of the meat. It's proper meat, you know. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room here. No. Oh, just. Right up to the buffer post. Yeah, that grain-fed stuff is nasty, man. Even when I was in England a couple of months ago, even just the food over there, it's so nice, you know. It's actually grass. It's eating grass, you know. It's Here in Australia, it's all grain fed and all that. Around the Maniatoto. That's right. I did. When I still lived in New Zealand, I used to work for an earth moving company, and we did a lot of work around Patearoa, I think. Patearoa, I think that's how you say it. And they were doing massive dairy conversions over there, and I used to drive scrapers, motor scrapers, and we were building irrigation dams for these dairy farms. And yep, Patearoa. We would drive from Patearoa back to Roxburgh every day. So we'd drive from Roxburgh to Patearoa, backwards and forwards every day. And that was 2007, 2008. We did a big dairy conversion and did all the cow lanes. Used to bring scraper loads of clay in to put onto all the cow lanes and stuff. I remember that. It was the middle of winter too, and it was so foggy. I was working there for about a week before I realised it was just foggy all day, and then one day the fog lifted and there was a big massive row of trees. I'd worked there for the whole week. I didn't even know the trees were there. The fog just hung around. What was I doing? That's got to go to Hume's pipes. So we got to go through here. Hume's. Put it straight onto there. I haven't been around that part of the country for years. Right. And there's other wagons that are going to go to Alexandra. Let's see. Excuse me, I'm just going to move the camera around again. Right, so that silver KP has got to go in here. If I just put it there, uncouple. I'm going to open the gate. We got nothing to pick up. No, nothing to pick up from Hume's, just a drop off today. A look around. I have a look around Kingston Tuesday. Oh, you're off to Kingston as well? Yeah. Put that under there. Uncouple. And that's been years since I've been to Kingston. Last time I went to Kingston was with my brother and we went on the train, on the Kingston Fly. Close the gate. Right. Yeah, we'll come up home through Cromwell and things. And Haast. Oh, yeah. Probably go through Roxburgh. That's where I grew up. I grew up in Roxburgh. Roxburgh is my hometown. You definitely got to stop for a Jimmy's pie. Definitely. Right, just got to figure out where these are going. So 4601. No. 4601's been set out. So set out. Here's 2445. Freight siding and 451. 451. Okay, so that one's been. This is where I get muddled up because I don't figure the car cards out as I go. Central freight, that's going to go. That's 1, 2. Oh, that's a bonus. All of these going to go to the same siding in Alexandra. So that's good. Central freight, that's all good. Set out. Now we're going over to the less glamorous Alexandra side. My phone is 100% battery. So I can actually take it off. I'll put you somewhere here where you can actually see what's going on. The unglamorous Alexandra side. Dunedin and Inversmar via the East Coast home the other way. Oh, okay. It's still quite a good trip there. I still didn't find out where that wagon was going. Oh yeah, I did. Right, we're on our way. We're coming over. Most of my switching I try and do in Clyde because it's a little bit more scenically pleasing. Let's go. We've got a NC wagon here. I think that might even be for pickup, that wagon. See how pickup NC is it? That's 624. Yeah, that's 60. I've got to pick this wagon up. Haha. There's a couple under there. And take that out. Where does it have to go? Oh, that's got to go back to New Clyde, obviously. Okay, uncouple that. Oh. Still a nice drive. Yeah, it is. Definitely, yeah. Definitely. Set these wagons. I think we'll push it right up to there now. From there, uncouple. Big drive, don't think my back is going to be up to it. Yes. I think I'm going to push that. Actually, no, I'm not going to pull it. C needs to be set out. 4601 has been set out. And okay, we'll move back over to Clyde. And I want to go through there. Righto guys, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Where are we? Hey, yeah, thanks for the suggestion on the KP, Nathan. It's great. It does bring some nice colour to the consist. So I do have, with you guys watching, there's me, sorry. I do, with you guys watching, it's so helpful, you know, like you recommend stuff and bits and pieces like that, and I think that's what, you know, the hobby's all about, is sharing ideas and bits and pieces which I like. And I need to run around this NC. See if I can bring it a little bit closer rather than just. I don't know if you can hear the rain on the roof, but it's absolutely bucketing down. You will need to do some loads for the flat deck wagons and LC wagons. Definitely. I've got a couple of LCs that go in and out of Hume's pipes, so maybe like a couple of pipe loads I'm thinking. Maybe some old cable drums or something. Some sort of load with a tarpaulin on it maybe. No, definitely, because one of these wagons, I think, on the car card, this wagon here is meant to say that it's got timber from Haast, comes down to Cromwell, and from Cromwell it comes to Clyde here, and then Clyde we take it over to Alexandra, you know, and then onwards to Dunedin. So, a couple of timber loads and stuff like that. I did have a load with a tarpaulin on it, but I can't, well, it must be in my box of stuff from when I moved house. Maybe also some car. Oh, I was too busy reading that. I smashed into that NC wagon. Yes, some cars. So what I did was I got a couple of these. This is a little Datsun, maybe you can see it's a 1/64th scale Datsun I got from the local hobby shop, and the bonnet opens and everything. And they're from a company called, who were they? Green Light. And they're like, it was like $14 these. So I got him, and I got this old Holden 1/64th, and that's from the same company as well. Die cast. So I got a few of those, and I got here's an old ute as well. This is an old weathered, factory weathered. I didn't weather it. 1/64th scale cars as well. So the old and old David Brown tractor or little car doesn't make a good load. Oh yeah, definitely. It wouldn't be a bad idea to put the car on like on the NC, I suppose. I mean, stacked timber always look good on the NC. Yeah, definitely. That's I don't know if I can sort of let me just adjust this a little bit. So yeah, could be a car. Definitely get a car put on there or something. Definitely add a little bit of weight to it because these are like die cast. And I got a whole heap of other. I got like trucks, stuff like that. I got this excavator when I was in England. It's an old JCB that I weathered up. And when I was in England, also I got this Volvo loader. I mean, it's the oldest sort of style loader that I could get. I didn't want a brand new Caterpillar or anything. I got that in England as well. Wow. You know what? That's yeah. The hard thing about it is I got a lot of stuff from England. When I was over there, I got like skip bins and stuff like that, And the hardest thing is that when I've got it here on the layout, it's basically it brings back a lot of it just brings back a lot of memories, And it's sort of a little, it's disappointing because I like it, but each time I look at it, it brings back bad memories. So, I mean, that excavator would look good on a UD wagon. I think South Stock do a UD wagon. Definitely. When I changed this layout to DCC, originally it used to be DC, and I changed it to DCC. So I went ahead and I bought all the controller and all the decoders and stuff, and I got my locomotives sent down to the local hobby shop to get the decoders put in them and that. And it was going to be the best thing ever, Like I was so looking forward to it, and that's basically when all this sort of stuff happened. So every time I pick up this controller, or every time I'm operating this layout, it brings back memories of that. Probably sound a little bit crazy, but it's I was looking so forward to getting DCC, and finally when I did get it, I couldn't enjoy it. I was just had all this other crap going on in the background, It was but anyway, sort of. I mean, this is my little escape from reality, but it's a little bit hard when so many things remind you of what you've just been through, But we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm pretty sure South Stock do a UD wagon, the drop well deck wagon. I'm just gonna. I haven't finished. I'm just sort of just gonna go through this paperwork. I just put these away. That's away. That is away. 4601. Clyde State. Yep, that's right. 3, 2, 4. That wouldn't be a bad idea actually to start making some little timber loads and stuff like that, you know. They do. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to I'll have a little look-see there maybe on my next, as I said, when I get funds for like the current keepers and stuff like that, I'll see if I can get a UD wagon for loads like that. It'll be good because also the era that I'm modelling is like, you know, like the 80s, like the late 80s sort of area. So the Clyde Dam I think was starting to ramp up then, so the UD would have been good to, you know, put a couple of oversized loads or something on the UD. 3947 pickup. 3 to 4 Alexandra freight. XA 2085. Where's 28? Oh, it's over there. And that is going to. That's going to the Apple Pear board, but that's got to stay. So there's my hold card. Off spot. So there's no room for that one. So instead of taking it when I know there's no room for the fruit wagon, instead of taking it over there and putting it in an off spot and just getting it in the way of everything else, I basically just put it on a hold. So I just put my hold card in there. So it's meant to move, but there's nowhere for it, and I don't want to put it in an off spot, so it's just going to be held at the fruit place, food distributors. And then they've got the bad order with the coupler swing 2142. That's going to cause some issues, but apart from that, we've only got that ZA to move. That can actually stay there. Yeah, definitely. Michael Andrews. Hey, welcome there. Welcome along to the stream. Definitely, the loads. You don't want a wagon coming in saying it's loaded full of timber with nothing on it, you know, or a wagon of timber coming in saying it's empty and it's got a load on it, you know. So no, definitely. There was only one type of UD that I'm unsure who does the other type. If anyone doesn't, yes, remember loads is the way to go. 3 times the amount of rolling stock. Definitely. But 3 times the amount of rolling stock's not too bad, I suppose, if you've got the money to buy it. But yeah, always good to have an escape from reality. Hang in there, brother. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Much appreciate that. What was it? Definitely with the removable loads. I used to do, I don't know if you'll be interested, but in N-scale, when I did my American layout, I used to do live gravel loads, and then it turned into iron ore. Live iron ore loads, and I used to have N-scale hopper cars, and I had a wagon dumper. Go and check out my YouTube channel and scroll down the videos there. I've got videos on the wagons and that getting loaded and unloaded, and that it was a double decker layout, so the wagon tipper was on the top part of the layout, and the material will go down a chute and it will get loaded straight into the loader, which was on the bottom part of the layout. So it's basically a big circle of moving materials without having to touch anything with your hands. Andrew, hey, welcome, man. Love your DJ. Mine is a Nippon Pink. Oh, nice. Hey, thanks, man. Nippon Pink. Yeah, that was old school. The old pink. Nice. And Brendan and Libby. Hey, welcome, Brendan and Libby. Thanks, man. I'm glad you like the DJs. They were Ken Cousins actually built these. And for about, I'd have to say probably about 17, 18 years, these DJs, they sat in a shoebox because all that time ago I bought them and I didn't even have a layout or anything like that. And so they sat there all that time, and now finally they're getting used. I shit you not, but I have 3 fish bins full of rolling stock loaded and unloaded for all sorts of different concerts. You're like my brother. You're like my brother. He's got boxes of rolling stock that he puts on the layout there for different switching and bits and pieces like that. Definitely. Yeah, Brendan and Libby. The layout is coming along good. As I was saying before, the house that I'm in now is temporary, and when I move into my house, I get a full double car garage. So the layout will be put into there, and the layout will be, depending on the room, definitely expanded. So yeah, there's keep an eye on my channel. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel. It's all going to be put onto there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Something to look forward to, The VCC team is about to start work on a new DJ kit once the DFT is done. Nice, man. Hey, I got the DSC. I bought the DSC from them when that came out. What, about 7 months ago, I think, maybe. I just haven't built it up yet. So when I move into my new house and actually have a proper model room sort of thing set up, I'm going to start on building that. As well as a few other things. But I've got a lot of stuff on the horizon, but everything is just taking so long. I've got to wait for this, I've got to wait for that. Bits and pieces. I just want stuff to start happening, but it's like, it's frustrating. JNR Rose Red DJs. That would be fantastic. Rose Red DJs. I remember we had this conversation. It wasn't too long ago. I think it was the DJs that were red, they sort of faded to pink, but the DGs never sort of faded to pink because they were a different paint or something like that. I'm pretty sure I remember us talking about that one other time. Sorry guys, I will be moving the locomotive shortly. I'm just, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not going. Thought I was going silly there for a second. I will be moving the train shortly. I have just got to, actually no, I'll do that later. Typical me trying to get 3 things done at the same time. Where are we? That's right, the ZA, that's going to Central Freight, but I need to get those wagons over there. I need to go back over to Alexandra. Where are we? Hey, yeah, I'm glad you like the DJs. They're my favourite locomotive is the DJs. Yeah, we had English. That's right. Yeah. I only need 1, maybe 2 DJs, and that's all the Ds I ever have. Maybe some others I'm missing. Hey, yeah, Nathan, Sorry, Stefan, the DJs here. I've obviously got that DSC, but the two DJs here in the DSC, and I've got my DSB over in the Clyde locomotive shed. They're basically the only locomotives I'm sort of going to have at the moment. I'll just turn you around. Oh, and the Japanese stuff was in Jano Rose Red. Yes. That's right. I've gone and put everything right in my way. Well, it was pissing down before, now the sun's out, so let's bring a train over. Where are we? I need to get over to there. Actually, I'll take that ZA over next. Over last time. That one. That one. We got 10 people watching. Oh wow, hey, welcome everyone, welcome along to my stream. Just a bit of switching. Recaps and said DJs ran in the toe as well. So you got it at least. Ha! Yes, that's right. They ran as far as Clyde. I don't think they ever went to Cromwell. Maybe a DI. I think. I am pretty sure I've seen a photo of a DI sitting in Alexandra. I'm pretty sure I have. I just can't remember. But, oh, wrong button, wrong button. Stop, 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 stop. Yeah. I need to... I'm having dramas with this, as I said before, there's nothing wrong with that crossover. It's been tested electrically and everything. Going straight is fine. But on the turn, it's a pain in the butt. All of them were based in Otago. I think a lot of them were on the stone trains, weren't they? From yeah, it stutters a bit on there. Stone trains and stuff, from what I do believe. And we're going to couple up there. I'm just coupling up some wagons that are just outside of the shot at the apple and pear board here in Alexandra. Now I'm going to take all of these wagons out. And it's going to stop here. I'm going to get these current keepers and keeper lines put into these locomotives to help out with that. Blossom Festival trains had a good mix of locos and the heads over. Yes, the old Blossom Festival. I was reading the Blossom Festival, the locomotives, especially the old steam locomotives, would stop in Alex, and the steam locomotives along with the guards van would continue all the way through to Cromwell to get turned, because they didn't have a turntable at Alexandra or Clyde. Well, they used to, but when the terminus got put through to Cromwell, I believe they ripped it up. So they go all the way through the gorge to Cromwell to turn the locomotives, which seems like a bit of a trip and a half. And yeah. Now, I'm going to pull these ones out. Let's find out where these ones are actually going. Where was I? Where's the paperwork for that one? 12. We're at 85. Okay. Okay, so it stopped raining, the sun's out, now it's raining again. I give up. I give up. That one, no. 2407, we need that one. 1899, need that one. And that KP, need that one. Those are on the set out, which are now in the hold pile. And these ones are 1 to 2. Central Foods and Clyde. Central Foods and Clyde, door 1, door 3. Oh, yeah, we got some switching to do. 3 to 4 freight sidings, Clyde. Haha. Excuse me. We've got some switching to do. Righty. Oh, that means I need to go there, come all the way through to there. Right, let's get out of here. Off to Clyde. And like before, you can watch the train come around through there if I don't shake the camera too much. Six locomotives. Damn, that's going to keep you busy. Definitely keep you busy. But just remember, when all those 6 locomotives are done, you're either going to have nothing to do, or you're going to have to buy another locomotive. Okay, so we got some switching to do here at the food place. I need wagons to go either side of this white wagon, so we're going to be busy here. I'm going to try and put you in a better viewpoint. Maybe. Got 10 on the channel. Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to my to the live stream. There's a little bit of switching today, and we have got that's what that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Nathan, I think I've only got about another 6 or 7 wagons to do, and that's I've finished all the wagons that I've bought so far. But slow and steady. Now we're going to go and pick up this wagon here. And I've lost what? Oh no, there it is. The 1899 has to go to. This wagon's going to go to door 1, so we're going to get rid of this wagon to get rid of that one. Oh no. Oh no. Right. As soon as the modelling account fills up, I drain it again by buying more price. Well, that's it. You've got to keep, material things, you got money, you might as well spend it, if it's going to make you happy. Just going to sit this wagon aside. I don't know if you guys can actually see too much over there, but what if I put you this side? Probably see a little bit more that side. I'm not used to having you guys on that side. It just means you have to deal with my arm going across each time I need to couple or uncouple. And uncouple there. And can't take it with me, but I have the feeling a nephew is going to make a killing selling it off when I go. Hey, well, the price that are on some of these model railway things nowadays, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You look on eBay. I think in New Zealand you have Trade Me, but you know, some of the stuff that's listed there is unreal, literally daylight robbery. And I reckon about there. Uncouple there. You know what I should do? I should probably put lights under here. Because I can't even get my little depth perception when you've got the uncoupling hook in there. Makes it a little bit harder, but we'll get there. There's currently a DC that looks like it rolled over going for 1,000 and it hasn't reached the reserve. Yeah, I don't know, it's just 2142. It's just stupid, the 2085. Why does that hold? Oh yeah. That 2085 can't be on hold anymore because we've opened up the Apple and Pear board. So that can be off hold, that can actually not go back in. So yeah, it's unreal. XC, that one's got to go to the freight sidings. So this is what happens when I don't read my paperwork properly. Big things are coming in future for the Westland Locomotive Works. Hey Brendan, have you tried any scratch loco body builds? Makes it more affordable. That's generally what I do. No, I haven't. I mean, scratch build buildings and stuff. Yeah, but I haven't sort of tried locomotives. That's sort of, yeah, it's a little bit too much for me, I'm afraid. I mean, that DSB I got from 3'6". I got the chassis separately, obviously, and all I had to do was paint the kit, and even that was daunting enough. And I still haven't there's a couple of handrails that I need to put on there, and I still haven't put on them, you know, it's just, even that's daunting for me. So scratch building a locomotive would be definitely not in my league. Is that Mr. Lean in the house? This one's door number 3. And it's pissing down again. It's door number 3. We have got go. That's got to go and that's got to stay. So if I go, I'll pull these back a bit. Oh. Pull it about there. Sorry about my big arm in the way, but it's just the way I've got the camera on there so you guys can get a better shot of the locomotives moving around. I'll move you, once we're on the straight here, I'll move you back over to here. At 10 people on the live stream, I haven't had that many in ages. Well, it was 10 people, but I have some spare LCNs, tempted to scratch an RB with them. Oh yeah. That wouldn't be too bad. That would be a nice little project actually. Right, that one, and that one, 2407 needs to go here. I think I've got all my turnouts switched properly. Wrong button. I sort of do it by feel. I don't use the wheel. I just use the buttons to control. So it's sort of just a move your thumb around and hit the buttons by feel. A UB wagon before shouldn't be too difficult. A UB. Oh. UB, UBC, UB. Oh yeah. UB. And now hook onto there. And let's pull these wagons out. This fruit wagon 2085's got a little bit of a squeak coming from it. May need a little bit of lube. UB is a flat wagon, the original ones are built from RB wagons, if I remember correctly. UB. But they have UBC cement wagons, I think, if I'm correct as well. Or the UBC had the cement pods on it, possibly. That is not switched properly. That needs to go there. And that one. Yeah, I got a little squeak going on here on one of the wheels. Yeah, cement pods on top of the UB. Okay, cool. See, I'm learning some things. I think that's what's good about this hobby is you share stuff, you know, like it's so good you learn stuff along the way. And we're going to be putting this one, too modern for me I think, UB. I know the used to be cement wagons went all the way through to Cromwell there at one stage, and obviously for the Clyde Dam, but I think the Clyde Dam, the cement come up on LCs or LAs. I think it might have been specially modified LA wagons with discharge pipes on them, I believe. But I'm not too sure why they did that instead of using the cement pods. I'm not too sure. It was a photo of one of the Facebook group pages I'm in, and it had a whole bunch of, I think it was LA wagons or LC wagons over by the cement shed thing at Clyde. I can't remember. This one here. Yeah, we were going to go there. We always have used wagons that are just sitting around and rebuilt them for other uses. Yeah, well, that's the thing, eh? You got to improvise to adapt, I suppose you could say. Adapt to what you need. So I was looking for. That's right. I wasn't looking for that. What is that? What on earth is that? I have no idea what that is. I haven't gone, guys. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm just quickly going to go grab a drink, but I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. To be honest, I'm back again. To be honest, I should have gone down the street and got a box of beer or something. You know, it's just a miserable rainy day today, and I'd rather be sitting in here having a beer with you guys. But anyway, I'll go down the street later. But what was I doing with this wagon? This is 2085. I can take the hold card out of that. That's off hold. And this is going to go to that one, Pierport and Alexandra, so I can run around that and I can push that all the way over there. And the ZA. Okay, cool, we've got a little switching to do. That ZA's got to go to Alexandra Freight, so I've got 2 wagons for Alexandra. So let's go and grab them. Makes for some interesting wagons, including LAs without doors for stone traffic. Yeah. I reckon not getting this. I'm sitting here watching this and not getting this KA finished. Only handrails and ladders left to go. Well, if it's only handrails and ladders left to go, yeah, you're true. But then the KA will be finished, and then you'll be. What will I do now? You say. I was going to uncouple that. And we need to go get this ZA here. If I put the train in the right gear, forwards. There we go. The locomotive, sorry. Yeah, 10 people on the chat here. Welcome everyone. Welcome along. Good to have you here. So I'm switching. Brendan, no. I have a KB, you could finish diesels. I find the thing with the weathering. I find my thing with the weathering. Exactly, I'll leave it to Wednesday. I might get back to it after this. Yeah, it'll give you something to do. Weathering, like, I'll weather buildings and stuff. But I'm no good at sort of weathering rolling stock or locomotives. My other DJ 3021, that was weathered. That was weathered when I bought it, and so was this one. But this one got repainted. The front ends got repainted on this DJ, so that's why this one's not weathered. But I'm just not good at weathering rolling stock, basically. Now I need to grab. Yep, there we go. Get this ZA out. And if I push Oh yeah, perfectly. I'll push these to Alex, and that means I don't have to run around at Alexandra. That happens in real life anyway, with the new yellow paint. Yeah. Yeah, it's good too, like this one's like nice and yellowed up and the other one's dirty, you know. A little bit of variation, I suppose. Get this wagon put onto here. And push that along a little further. Couple that one up. Uncouple there. Forwards. Build costs for steamers has gone up quite a bit now. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. When I got these DJs, I can't remember how much I paid, but I got them weathered. I got the numbers I asked for these numbers, and I got them weathered. I can't remember how much it was as a kit as opposed to ready to run. Stop there, stop. Damn it. Thank goodness I got these buffer blocks. Right, forwards. What did I do? Price of the kit plus 15%. Ah. I see. I was going to run around those, wasn't I? That one. And we should be able to push these all the way to Alex. Skies, paws, and pedals. Hey, how you going? Welcome to my live stream, Skies, paws, and pedals. Hope you had a good weekend. Paws and petals. Yeah. Yeah, we have got one thing I'm good at is not returning the points. Oh, that's not good. Wrong button. Here. Pushing this little 20. This is the 2085. This is with the bad order with the coupler swing. So we're going to see, this is going to be interesting. Prepare for a derailment anyway. So that's all coupled up. 2142, oh no, 2142's got the bad coupler, this is 2085, so we're good. These go to set out box. And they are 3 to 4. Central Foods, hang on, Central Foods Clyde, Central Foods Clyde, these are going to the apple and pear board, and then Central Freight, Alexandra. Okay, right, I'm going to push this straight into Central Freight. Now I'm going to take out, sorry, don't mind me, I'm just still getting my paperwork ready. Do you have an overall plan of your whole layout? Looks interesting, track plan. I don't on a piece of paper, but I mean, I can show you. So if you're watching there, Brendan, it's a point to point. If I get the camera in properly. So it starts there at the loco shed. And it's basically just like a point to point shelf layout. Excuse my ring light. Comes around. These are temporary track joiners because when I had to rip the layout down, and I've only just temporarily connected it back up just to get trains running again. But, they'll be all properly done. And this is Alexandra. The apple and pear board. And then that's the end of the layout there. This is obviously all the unscenic area. Yeah, I mean, I'll take. Yeah, so it's basically, well, as you come in the room. And that's basically all it is. Let's see if I can do like a drone shot. This is the Alexandra yard. And we got Fulton Hogan ash right over here in the corner. There's like fuel sidings here, apple and pear board here. This is like a freight siding here. And then this is what I call Chicago Street. And then this is Remarkable Wines over here. Sorry about the shakiness of the camera, but I'm sort of trying to dance around these lights and stuff. So that's Chicago Street, as I showed before, the winery over here, Remarkable Wines. And then here is Hume's Pipes. And they got like a couple of, so coming down from Hume's Pipes, track comes down past the vineyard. This here's the line from where the layout was broken apart, but this here is Clyde Cartage Yard. And then over here there's a food distribution, Clyde Food Distribution. And this here's like the Clyde Freight Yard siding here. And that's basically all Clyde Yard is. That three-way point there, where it goes over to the three-way point where it goes over to the engine shed. The DSB sitting in there and DJ. And then this here is like this track here is like a staging track for stuff coming out of Cromwell. I use it like a stage track or an intermodal track, so stuff coming out of Cromwell will sit on there. And yeah, basically that is the layout. Sorry about the shaky camera work, but maybe if I had a couple of beers, I'll be right. All the turnouts and stuff there. I use these push pull rods. So, and they, go check out my videos, and there's a I'll show you how I change the polarity and all that with the changing of the turnouts. That is basically my layout there, Brendan and Libby. Nothing too big but too fancy, but it keeps me busy for a few hours just going and switching here and there. You kind of forgot how long the layout is looking at. You kind of forget how long the layout is looking at a phone screen. Yeah, it's definitely. What was I going to be doing? So hopefully that's. I mean, I don't have an actual drawing because a lot of this stuff I didn't ever. I just put it where. I just wanted the track. I didn't actually draw down a track plan or anything. So I'm bringing over. Oh, I've got the squeaky wheel XA Bok fruit wagon. So possibly prepare for a derailment. But I'm pushing them over now. And I suppose I should bring you over. You can watch what's going to happen here if anything's going to happen. That was close. First sign of trouble might be this join. This little wagon pushing a ZA. It's doing alright so far. Touch wood. A couple of little weird noises coming from it, so we'll see. Oh. Now let's see if we can get into where are we going? That pole's probably in the way. Crossing there. This corner here might cause an issue. I think we're right at this stage. Anyway, the S curve coming into this siding. Oh, we think. Yeah. I've seen that too. Damn. S curves. Avoid them whenever you can. There we go. Put that there. Stop. Oh, that was close. Couple that onto there. Uncouple that one. And these ones are quite light, these little fruit vans. They're actually quite light, so probably not the most ideal to be, I need probably to put some weights in them. Very cool, have been intrigued in your YouTube videos. There's not many of us doing videos on the NZR modelling. It's inspiring. Thanks, man. Yeah, that was one of the big reasons for me of doing this. Because I used to do American N scale, and then I just wanted something entirely different, and I know in New Zealand there wasn't much stuff on it, so I thought, that'll be a good little nook to get into. So I enjoy it. It's good. It's something different, and it's a challenge. You can't buy this stuff off the shelf, We're going straight through there. Go to the apple and pear board. I have an XA myself, unsure of the brand, but someone has put extra weights underneath. Yeah, that's why I might have to do that as well, because they're little tiny short wheelbase wagons, and they're just, yeah, there's not much to them. I think they're the shortest wheelbase wagons I have. See if we can make it over this double slip. Yep. See if we can make it back the other way. Ooh. I'm not going to forget to buy these current keepers or these keeper lights, because every time I come through here and it does this, I always say to myself, damn it, got to get those keeper lives. Midland line models kit. Does Cross Creek do models still? I remember they used to do models there a couple of years ago. Okay, drop that off. Let's see if we can go through this way. Oh, nice, but we're not going to be able to go the other way. Let's take a run up. If I go through it, speed step 3, it's not too bad. But, wow. It's awesome having you guys on here, eh? I sort of forget that I'm home alone, you know. So it's great having you guys here, helping, you know, like chatting away. It's an X83, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I need to get that UC, the UC. Is it a UC? Yeah, it's a UC. I do need to get that. Back through the jungle again. Speed step 3, I might be right this time. See how we go. Slowly pulsing, but yeah. Which is so annoying. Actually, I need to take all of these. So, oh. Let's get a run up. Speed step 3. Perfect, that's what I need. Start slowing down though. Oh, not quite. Do a little bit of switching here. There, uncouple that. You guys are definitely getting your money's worth of switching today. It must have stopped raining, all the cockatoos are out. Yeah. A miserable day. Set that there. Uncouple that. forwards. Yeah. I have been a big fan of your work for a couple of years. Yes. Almost put it through the bloody through the stop block there. I was reading the comments. I think I'm going to push these all the way around to Clyde, if I can. Couple onto there. What do we got? Very, very sick. Oh no. Brad's very, very sick. That's no good, Brad. Hey, if you're still listening, man, yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. Might be just a tummy bug or something. We'll push all these away around. We're on our way back over to Clyde. I'm going to bring, set you back up in the normal position. That's no good, Brad. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. Sorry. You and Scott's built some amazing plastic locos and I had no idea how you guys. Hope he gets well soon. Yeah, it's yeah, thanks Nathan. He's just taken a bit crook, and he just messaged me just then, saying that he's gotten quite considerably worse. So we're back over here. Hopefully it's just something he's eaten or something, but. Bitumen from Fulton Hogan to go to Clyde Carthage, and I'm not too sure. I might just find out exactly where these other wagons are going. I'm good at messing up the paperwork like that, so those ones, let's see here, UC 588 bitumen, that's what I need. LA 2478, that's what I need, and LC 4287. There we go, 4287, that's what I need. Right, where are they going? Yeah, so the LC goes to for Clyde Stage Track. The LA goes to Clyde Station. Oh, that's right. That's an easy one. And then the UC goes to Clyde Carthage. So that's alright. A little bit of switching to do. So what I'll do is I'll unhook the bitumen wagon here. And we can go and get rid of these. These are the wagons. What is the metal silos industry for, Scott? Over in Alexandra with the that is the fuel depot in Alexandra there. It's going to be I've got an MCP road rail petrol wagon over there. So yeah, that's going to be the fuel farm there, Brendan, with fuel sidings. I think it was like Shell or BP or Mobil or something they had there in Alexandra. There's probably not going to be that many silos, but yeah, we'll wait and see. Just going to put these up the end here. That was easy shunt. That. Now we need to go all the way up to there. We're going to push this bitumen wagon into Clyde cartage. Tell you what, the layout's definitely got a good workout today. I mean, my live stream's been going for what, about 2.5 hours. So I'm going to push this bitumen wagon in there, and I reckon that would pretty much almost do me today, I think. This is the most I've ever operated the layout ever, to be honest with you. And poor DJ3332 has done it all. So, over there. And this will get pushed into Clyde cartage. It's been awesome having you guys around, I love doing these lives and getting to chat to you guys. It's a real pleasure. That'll go there. Definitely a real pleasure, guys. I think I'll leave the loco in the yard there. But hey, thanks so much for joining me. Love it. Love talking to you guys. Please join me, could possibly be next weekend, hopefully, for another live. But I really enjoy it. So until then, everyone, please stay safe, stay well, and stay healthy. And yeah, enjoy your week coming up. Brendan and Libby, thanks, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll see you next time there, Nathan. And Stefan, we'll see you around, mate. Yeah, Russ, we'll see you wait to be restored back to running order. See if you can, Stefan, see if you can do a video or something on that. It'll be definitely good to see. But yeah, see you. Cheers, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please catch me next time. We see you all later. Right, everyone. Catch ya.